The Foresight Harvest System by Fortus Medical provides an efficient method of collecting a patient's bone and marrow to create bone graft enhanced with progenitor stem cells. Bone graft is used by orthopedic and spine surgeons for many surgical procedures, including spine fusions. The system consists of a harvesting needle, bone and marrow collection jars, and a graft chamber that can be used to hydrate supplemental bone graft with progenitor cells. Marrow is deposited in the collection jar while autograft bone is captured in a filter under the cap. A guide pin is first placed into the bone at the desired harvest site, and the cannulated needle is placed over the pin. The needle is advanced until the cutting flutes have penetrated the harder cortical bone shell, and then the guide pin is removed. Suction tubing is connected, and the surgeon advances the harvest needle by rotating the handle side to side and applying downward pressure. The harvest needle has a specially designed tip that morselizes the inner, more porous cancellous bone. These morselized bone chips, along with bone marrow, are aspirated through the tubing and deposited into the sterile bone filter and marrow collection jar. By harvesting both bone and marrow, Foresight's proprietary system assures a substantially higher yield of the patient's own bone-healing stem cells known as osteoprogenitor cells. When sufficient marrow and bone have been collected, the harvesting needle can be removed. Marrow is contained in the primary collection jar, while autograft bone is located in a separate jar under the cap. Autograft bone is the gold standard for fusion surgeries, and at this point, the surgeon's role is complete. Fortus has a unique and proprietary media that efficiently separates red blood cells from marrow. The separation procedure occurs at the point of use in the sterile field of the operating room. No capital equipment is required. In 10 minutes and without the use of a centrifuge, 99% of red blood cells are isolated, leaving a supernatant layer on top that is enriched with the patient's progenitor cells. Most procedures will require a larger quantity of graft material to augment the autograft previously harvested. The Foresight system utilizes a progenitor cell-rich supernatant to enhance and transform supplemental graft matrix into a progenitor cell-rich graft material comparable to autograft. The system is assembled, and the supernatant is drawn across the graft matrix. In this step, the Fortis and Cleveland Clinic proprietary process known as selective retention occurs where progenitor cells are preferentially attached to the graft matrix while the fluid and non-progenitor cells pass through to the waste syringe. When hydration is complete, the graft material can be combined with the autograft collected earlier in the procedure to produce a bone graft with excellent handling and moldability. Foresight, the natural choice for autologous stem cell enriched bone graft.